Good morning, Superkickin with Steven fans, or good afternoon. Sorry, good afternoon. It's 12:30 here, p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Indianapolis, Indiana. Getting ready for the race day tomorrow, getting ready for Memorial Day weekend, all the good stuff going on. Lots of good sports happening this May. June's going to be fun for the playoffs for the NBA in July and finish up. And baseball's going. We get back to football, hockey, playoffs are happening, all kinds of good stuff. But, of course, I'm here, your favorite host, Stephen A. 1181, riding solo today. Give you a few minutes of AEW's, as you can see, Double or Nothing show tomorrow. Tomorrow night live on Bleacher Report Live, on pay-per-view, however you can get it. I know people like to do illegal ways of doing it, so if you go that way too, have at it. But I'm so ready for tomorrow night. I think it's going to be a really good night. Just looking forward to the Stadium Stampede, the Triple Threat AEW World Championship, Britt Baker getting her new title, which should happen. So good stuff happening. Let's just get right into it. I'm just going to give you the predictions, and then next week we'll get caught back up on Raw, SmackDown, NXT as they head into NXT TakeOver. So Stephen A. 1181, thank you for joining me on YouTube, on BW Sports 1, and of course on Superkickin with Steven. So look at the card right there. There's a kickoff show, or buy-in show, sorry. That'll be Serena Deeb versus Rio for the NWA Women's Championship. Rio was the first AEW Women's Champion, so I could see her sneaking out a win here. She really hasn't done much, since that time, but I think this will be a good buy-in show, just two strong wrestlers going at it. I will officially predict Serena Deeb to keep the title. I'm just surprised that the NWA title is still kind of being featured on here, especially with Thunder Rosa had it, and, then she lost it. And I guess I assumed that was for her to do more on, Dynamite and other things. So Serena Deeb will pick up the win here, but, good buy-in show for AEW's Double or Nothing. We'll get into the main card right here. Let's kind of start with the Casino Battle Royale because I have no clue which way this is going. Christian seems like the kind of logical choice. Then that way he can cash in, his shot against Kenny Omega, maybe on a Dynamite episode. So I'll go with Christian winning it. Christian Cage to win it. Surprise-wise, everybody's going to throw out every other name. I don't know. There's a lot of different names you could throw out there. I'm maybe going to say Andrade. I feel like he could be the name. Even if it's a short-term run, kind of like, Matt Cardona had, formerly Zack Ryder. But I'm going to go with Andrade as the secret surprise and, kind of give him a run there and see what happens. Like I said, maybe a month run or whatever. Just kind of a short-term contract and ride it out and see if he wants to stay there long-term or not. Let's kind of go next to Hangman Page versus Brian Cage. I think this should be all Hangman. I think we should head into AEW's All Out at Chicago with Hangman Page versus Kenny Omega, and that should be the crowning of Hangman Page getting the title and, really setting off on what he can do. I think that just makes a lot of sense. So hopefully they keep going that route. I feel like Adam Page is finding his way. This will be a good back-and-forth match. And then I also see, Brian Cage splitting from Team Taz probably in the next week or so, not taking anybody out, just saying I'm out, type of deal. So how about next up, Miro versus Lance Archer for the TNT Championship. Miro just won it off Darby Allin a few weeks ago. So I don't see Miro losing it, and I think Miro needs these kind of wins. So I'm going to say Miro wins. Maybe as well, you could have Lance Archer win the, Casino Battle Royale if that's happened later in the night. And that kind of gives him, another title down the road if he wants to go for a title shot. So Miro, Lance Archer, hard-hitting. Jake the Snake will be involved. And this will be a decent match. This is the Miro, though, that I think I've wanted to see more. So, I think him against Lance Archer just be a good hard-hitting match. And, Sting and Darby Allin versus Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky. I'm going to call the win for Sting and Darby Allin. This is Sting's kind of first in-ring performance in 6-7 years, I believe it was. Since probably the buckle bomb from Seth Rollins. there at Night of Champions in 2013 or 14-ish, somewhere around there. But I can see, I think Sting and Darby Allin makes sense to win. Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky are going to sell the hell out of the moves of Sting. I hope Darby works most of this match, and then Sting gets in for a couple stinger splashes and Scorpion Deathlock, and maybe make Ethan Page tap out. Maybe Darby Allin could get the win over Ethan Page, something like that. But Sting and Darby Allin, my official prediction here. Let's get into some different ones. How about Young Bucks versus Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston? This one I go back and forth on because I didn't think I would love the team of Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston, but they're almost like this buddy cop type deal, and they're just kind of fun to watch together. The Young Bucks are the Young Bucks. I don't like what they're doing right now. I think it's a little too much. I guess that's the point of it, and maybe it's all meta and that's what they want. But it just feels so forced right now. It doesn't feel genuine. And, that's our biggest thing. Like somebody like Britt Baker, you just feel that she can play a heel. And the Young Bucks, I don't know. It just, the Dior stuff, the bedazzled stuff, kind of the tassels and all that, it does feel a little too much. I think they're going to retain, but if we pulled a title change and gave it to Moxley and Kingston, I think that could be a lot of fun and kind of see where they could go with that. But I do think the Young Bucks retain here. What else have I got? I'm going to leave the Stadium Stampede towards the end, but we'll do Hikaru Shida and Britt Baker. Shida, she hasn't been featured that much, and she gets a new title belt, our new championship last night, and, gets to cut a promo in the ring. She said her first time cutting promo in a ring. I mean, just think about it. She's been champion for over 300 days, I believe it is. And, your first in-ring promo happens now. So this is all Britt Baker. Britt Baker needs to win. She has all the momentum. I don't think there's ever been a wrestler that has this much, in a while. We can go back to Stone Cold win the title, at WrestleMania 14, 15, whatever that was. But Britt Baker right now just feels like if you don't put the title on her now, when are you going to do it? So, and I get she could probably do without the title, but it's also it's a stamp of approval. I think she's already proved herself a little bit, not a little bit, sorry. She has proved herself, but this is like that, okay, now let's see what you can do. Really go with it. So this should be Britt Baker winning it, and let her run off and see what she can do with the title. Cody Rhodes versus Anthony Ogogo. This one I'm really kind of torn about. I'm surprised we're not getting a flag match with the flags being involved. Cody Rhodes said his going to be the American Dream. I think that's going to be interesting to kind of see how he portrays. It'd be nice if they could get the theme song, but that's all WWE, so good luck in that. But, I think Cody Rhodes eats a punch into the gut right at the beginning and kind of has to sell that throughout. Anthony Ogogo will win. I think he lays into him a few times, and then this writes off Cody Rhodes for a little bit. Let him stay with Brandy, get their baby, all kind of delivered because Brandy Rhodes is obviously due soon. So I do think, we'll see Cody Rhodes written off. But like I said, I think he eats a punch right at the beginning and then gets a few more throughout the night, probably towards the end of the match, and just can't go on. Maybe they throw in the towel. Then that way, he doesn't lose, he just forfeits or whatever. But this should be all Anthony Ogogo. And you could tell for the factory side of things, this is all who they're betting they're on. Aaron Solo, sorry. Nick Carmato, sorry. Even QT Marshall, sorry. This is all Anthony Ogogo. Stadium Stampede, this is the one to watch. I kind of hope this closes out the night. I really do. I think this is the one that, has been built the best. We saw the blood and guts match where, MJF, Maxwell, Jacob Friedman made, Jericho kind of tap out, or no, made Sammy Guevara say tap out for Chris Jericho because Jericho couldn't say it and didn't want to say it. Then Jericho, eats the cage fall, as it were. So this should be Inner Circle taking care of business. Let it finish in the stadium of Jacksonville, the wherever they play. Sorry, I can't think where they play right now. But kind of let the Inner Circle have their nice, blowout right there. The Pinnacle took a picture of them, looking like they were going to pee on the Jaguars logo. So, let the Inner Circle do something with all flipping off the camera at the end of the night and let the Inner Circle roll. I think what we need to build to is some sort of elimination match. So it's, 5-on-5 and goes 4-on-4 or 4-on-5 or whatever. And then, that probably is MJF to be the sole survivor type deal. I hate saying Survivor Series type match, but this is what we need. Maybe at All Out that finishes up the night, the feud between these two. Because I feel like we're just going to keep, I think we need one more match out of it. I think we'll need that rubber match. So Inner Circle takes the win here. I do think it'll be a pretty hard-hitting match. I don't think we'll see the shenanigans like we saw in the previous Stadium Stampede match, golf carts, ladders, and the Jacksonville Jaguar mascot, cheerleaders. But I could see it just a hard-hitting, physical blood match. So what else do I have left? I think we're at the championship for the AW World Championship, which is Kenny Omega versus Pac versus Orange Cassidy. So last night, Orange Cassidy handed the note, the contract to Kenny Omega that said he would take a singles match. It was all shredded up. Omega got a paper cut from it, and Kenny Omega ate a Orange Crush from Orange Cassidy. Therefore, we're going to see, I believe, this is the first triple threat for the title in AEW. So I think that's going to be interesting to see how they can pull it off and kind of have at it. But these are three guys that I love working together with, that all work well together with. So I'm excited to see the match. And like I said, I think this should be second to last. I think we end with Stadium Stampede, maybe open up with the Casino Battle Royale or open up with Miro and Lance Archer. Then, like I said, if Lance Archer pulls his name into the Casino Battle Royale, kind of go with that. But pretty much, I'm looking forward to this. I think there's going to be some, just really good, fun stuff. It is always interesting to see who they might pull out for the Casino Battle Royale, like the Joker card. It has been it's been Brian Cage, it's been Matt Sydal. I believe it was Lance Archer as well. So, there's names out there. Like I said, the name that kind of makes the most sense right now is Andrade. I could see him kind of sneaking in there, getting, like I said, a short-term run. But that's all I got today. I know it's short and sweet, but so my official predictions will be Kenny Omega, Britt Baker, Anthony Ogogo, Christian Cage for the Battle Royale, Hangman Adam Page, Miro, the Inner Circle, Sting and Darby Allin, and the Young Bucks to retain, and Serena Deeb to retain. Let me know your own thoughts underneath in the comments on our YouTube page right here on BW Sports 1. You can do it on the Facebook page of BW Sports 1. You can do it on Superkickin with Steven page on BW Sports 1, wherever you think you want to kind of give your thoughts. But like I said, I just want to jump in here. Greg is in the mountains enjoying a little vacation, as it were. So next week we'll get back to it and getting ready for NXT TakeOver. So thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your Saturday.